Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Wide with Declan. As always, we will discuss NASCAR related topics, so let's get right into it. Our first topic is Eric Jones has been cleared by doctors to race in next weekend's race at Darlington Raceway. So, in case you do not know, Eric Jones, driver in the number 43 in the NASCAR Cup Series for Legacy Motor Club, was running in the draft with most of the other Toyotas at Talladega a couple weeks ago. When Bubba Wallace pushed him up the track, sending him nose first into the outside wall, also collecting Wallace, Jones's teammate John Hunter Nemechek, and also Denny Hamlin. Derek Jones took a nose first hit into the outside wall and slid down the track. And whenever he got out of his car, he was saying to the AMR safety crew that was on the side of the that was on the accident that he said his back hurts. Went to the infield care center, was checked and released, but post race went back to the infield care center, and it was announced that he had a back injury, and he missed this past weekend's race out at Dover Motor Speedway due to that back injury. Truck Series winner at COTA earlier this year, Corey Heim, Truck Series driver for the number 11 for Tricon Garage, Corey Heim took over driving duties of the number 43 car at Dover and actually had a solid run in his Cup Series, had a respectable run in his Cup Series debut. It was announced today Corey Heim will once again be back behind the wheel of the 43 car for this weekend's race at Kansas. Eric Jones will once again race out at one of his favorite racetracks, at one of Eric's favorite racetracks, Darlington. And our second topic is Ricky Stenhouse signs a multi-year contract with JTG Daugherty Racing. Multi-year contract to stay at JTG Daugherty Racing. So Ricky Stenhouse has driven for JTG Daugherty Racing and brought up the Kroger sponsorship since 2020 when he won the pole for the Daytona 500 in his first start with them. However, Ricky Stenhouse has only been able to collect one win with them. Have only been able to pick up one win with JTG Daugherty, and that was in the 2023 Daytona 500 last year. And so Ricky Stenhouse, why this is important is because it was rumored last week that JTG Daugherty, Kroger might be headed to Joe Gibbs Racing in 2025. And that is JTG Daugherty's main sponsor, obviously. So that would be, if they were to left JTG and head off to JGR, that would be a major hit for that would be a major toll for JTG having to fill that sponsor void that Kroger would leave. So Ricky Stenhouse staying with them for years to come. That leaves us if Kroger does in fact go to Joe Gibbs Racing in 2025, what will the new sponsor be? I think he will just be able to. If I were to predict right now, he would just be able to take up he'll be able to take up just brands. I don't know what his sponsor would be in 2025. This is a conversation kind of like Kyle Busch in 2022 when M&M's left Joe Gibbs. No, M&M's left NASCAR entirely. When M&M's and Mars left NASCAR entirely, Kyle Busch, they were scrambling like, what's his primary sponsor going to be in 2023? Ended up moving over to Richard Childress. So maybe this is just Ricky Stenhouse. Maybe someone might buy out this contract and he might go to what if Martin Truex retires and Ricky Stenhouse makes a bombshell move and goes over to Joe Gibbs Racing and stays with Kroger? But if they do go and Ricky Stenhouse ends up getting the contract bought out, I would only leave one option, but if they can't find sponsorship or a driver, maybe JTG might shut down in a couple of years. And our final topic is the weekend prediction. So, our first thing is Kansas Speedway. For Kansas Speedway, we got our contenders: Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, Martin Truex, Bubba Wallace. We got Ryan Blaney. Ford has not won this year, I believe. I believe they will not. I believe Denny Hamlin will be a contender this weekend. Same with Christopher Bell as Joe Gibbs' teammate. And for your original Big Shot Bob's long shot of the week, we have Ty Gibbs, won an Xfinity race, won an ARCA race back here a couple years ago, and he was running well in this race last year until he got crashed out. And that is your long shot of the week, brought to you by Original Big Shot Bob's. And for the Truck Series, I'm picking Grant Enfinger, Corey Heim. Those are two guys to look out for. Ty Majeski, Nick Sanchez, just some guys to look out for to be contenders in Saturday night's truck race. And that does it for this week on 4 Wide with Declan. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and bye for now.